listen to that beautiful music. Oh yeah. War and victory and triumph are coming here very soon to our glorious nation. We will take command of Egypt very soon, and we will become, I guess, conquerors of the entire world, hopefully, if things go according to plan. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Imperator Rome. Last time, we did take a look at the Roman forces in this game, and today we are sponsored proudly by Paradox Interactive to bring you a peek at the free Punic Wars content pack coming on December 3rd with some other updates and changes for free as well. So if you have the game already, that's a great incentive to hop back into it or get excited for additional updates. And if you don't, this might pique your interest in a time period that is very well known by some and very new to me, even though it's thousands and thousands of years old. So last time I did a little bit of learning, and now we're going to take command of Egypt, and I expect to be just as newbie, but to have a lot of fun in the game. So we'll be doing a multi-part series to show off the game and also the new features, which include some beautiful new music, a new unit for a ship model, and also a Roman mission pack that will have 10 different missions from the start of Imperator Rome to guide you all the way through your conquest of the neighbors and stuff, which we took a look at last time. God, that is just beautiful music. I want that to play like as my alarm when I wake up in the morning. Damn, makes me feel like I'm going to conquer the world. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it. If you'd like to look at their Steam store page for any of the information on the update, please do. And let's get into starting a new single-player game as the Egyptians. Here we go. Oh, I want to listen to that music for a second. Damn, that is good. Oh, darn it, we're already in the game. Oh, okay. Well, all right, here we are. So the recommended campaigns are Rome, Egypt, Carthage, Macedon, Skeleton Kids, and Paragotherium Theorem. Yes. No, I have no idea. I've never heard of these before, actually. But here is the wonderful nation or territory or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I guess nation of Egypt, which is apparently on Dinero, which is the name of the river that flows all the way north of this continent known as Africa. So let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, look, some dank kush. Wonderful. We'll have to battle it out with those guys. Look at this, by the way. I love the fact that you can zoom all the way down to the river, of course, the River Nile, that flows all the way north to this very fertile area, which has made Egypt very powerful. Oh, look, are there birds flying around? Damn, I don't remember this from last time. That is gorgeous. Very good details along the coast. The fact that you can zoom out to see national markings and stuff, it's pretty cool. We actually control some islands here, and there seems to be some impassable terrain that we won't be able to get across to the other nations without going through certain, I guess, territories. So these mountains here, nobody can inhabit because nobody can get there, I guess, or at least not as easily. So let's go ahead and take command of Egypt. If you want to pause at any time to read any information about the history of Egypt or what's going on currently or what year it is, just go ahead and pause at any time. Apparently it's October 1st, 450 ABC, otherwise known as October 4th, 304 BCE, before Common Era. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the map here, all the other nations that may possibly be available, or that you might be able to fight against, including bacteria, and of course my personal favorite, urine. Yeah, okay, cool, let's get into it then. We'll go ahead and take command then of the Egyptian forces, or I'll become Pharaoh, or whomever, and we'll read about the history. Here we are. Wow, is that Anthony Bourdain? Oh man, I miss you, Tony. Jeez. Alright, go ahead and hover over some things here to see what they do. And we'll go ahead and get started. There's so much to cover in such a short time that I just will not even be able to even begin to scratch the surface. So there's a lot more to be had to this game for sure, if you like detailed combat games such as this. Alexander the Great. In Babylon 18 years ago, the Agrid king Alexander died suddenly at the age of 32. In the 5 years preceding his death, his continuing military successes had reshaped the world known to the Greeks. His empire stretching from the uninterrupted Egypt to the Indus. The shock of Alexander's early death and his lack of a chosen successor sent shockwaves through the hierarchy of satraps and generals who attended him, splintering his empire into elements ruled by those potatoes styled as the dichotomy. I think is that Diochi. For many years, they and their successors had been locked in a bitter struggle over the future of the empire, drawing all nations within their sphere of influence into the conflict. The wars of Diochi will surely continue. Perhaps it is up to Egypt to decide how it will end. The die is cast. All right, so we can begin things now and queue events and whatnot. I kind of just want to look at the territory a little bit. This is absolutely beautiful. That's a good step forward. But last time, I think, maybe though I hadn't looked into it too much, I thought it was just that you would play kind of as a zoomed out mode where you can see the landscapes, but to be able to zoom in and literally see like trees and stuff along the coast is beautiful, or at least along the riverbanks. All right, well, we certainly have some very important territories here for farming. We also seem to have some very important bridges here, the pyramids as well, and Babylon there, and a lot of important roads too. I wonder if those can be built between towns or whatnot, if those help us to move troops and such. I'm sure they do. All the way over here to the edge of our territory at Manon, and I believe that's, yeah, Gaza. So the city of Gaza there. On the... Oh, here's the guys we were going to fight before. Interesting. All right. Well, I don't know exactly what to do, or what, you know, I don't want to be the aggressor yet. Apparently, we're just defending our territories. Impassable terrain here, the desert of Aswan. So nobody can go through here either. So if anybody attacks us, or if we attack, we certainly need to stick towards the Nile or some of these conquered territories here. Interesting. Very beautiful. Well, to our south is Kush and Bulimia. Okay, I think I had a cousin who had that once. We have Boras. That's also part of my other nickname for some of these videos. Let's see here. Manin, Saba. I've never heard of some of these places before. Some of these small territories. Of course, I've heard of some of them, but, you know, like ancient Judea. And, oh, wait. Oh, is that the lake? Oh, I forget what the name of that lake is. I believe I've heard of that before. Yeah, I think I've heard of one of those lakes before. Too bad it doesn't say. I remember the name, or if I heard it, I would. All right. So getting a good glimpse of the terrain, it looks like we really don't have to fight against anybody aside from really to our north. There's a few along the south here, along the Suez Canal. Will be around here somewhere, I suppose. I don't remember what the name of this. Sea Sinus Arabicus. Okay. And then, of course, all the way out to the Mediterranean up here. Okay. Wow, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into it then. Let's try to build up some naval units. It looks like we already have some waiting for us. Looks like we have Memphis, Tanis, Lentus. Okay, these are all ships that are waiting for us. Wow, we have a huge navy. That is awesome. Of course, Alexandria here. City of Alexandria in the western delta. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see if we can move some units around. I don't know if we have a... Oh, no commander. There's currently no commander. So the morale is negative 25% because we don't have one. So let's assign somebody to be our commander here. Damn, we don't want somebody about to die off. Let's try... 19 is a little too young. I don't know if that really affects anything. But some of these people are actually highlighted because they're members of certain families, I assume. Egyptian minor character. Oh, okay. So these might be historical leaders or commanders or whatnot, perhaps. Okay. Let's see. 23. Is there anybody who has a proficiency with navies? Military. Uncaring personality. Seems like it's just perhaps generic military. Oh, wait. Actually, there's some discipline there on certain ships. Those seem to be the ships we're commanding, so let's go with this guy. I believe, anyway. Okay, we have light ships under our command, too. Cool. All right, now let's see if we can command these ships and tell them to move out to sea. So we can do that by right-clicking and going out and drawing wherever we want them to go. Although I don't think we have any enemies at the moment. It might be good to patrol our waters. I wonder if we can actually go up the Nile as well. Interesting. Very beautiful down there. All right, let's go ahead and patrol some of our waters for our upcoming turns. We're not going to be like the Romans and be so aggressive. I just kind of want to move things around a little bit. So this is our capital city, Leontopolis. Okay. And let's see here. We have some soldiers under our command as well. And territory way out there. Look at that. There's some very distant territory. The port of Menelaus. And there's some other nations here that we could battle against all the way towards really just southern Spain here. But cut into many different territories at the moment. Wow. Rome hasn't even yet formed either. It's sliced up into many different nations there. All right. Oh, looks like we have a Camel Cavalry. That's interesting. Wow, it's like, why even make a move? There's so much to learn and read about. That's awesome. Including a lot of these things up here: nation overviews, governments, military, technology, religion. All right, very cool. Macro builder. Oh, okay. We can start constructing fortresses and whatnot. Well, I don't anticipate to really be invaded by somebody. We might be able to go up and start to pester some of our larger neighbors. This will probably be our biggest enemy here. So we could probably push up into some of their territory here along the coast. It looks like they have several fortresses built along the coast there, so it might be a good idea for us to take that over, including the island of Cyprus, too. Okay, that might be our first target, then. Let's go ahead and by target, I mean, you know, we want to defend our territory by invading theirs. Yeah, that's right. That's how every war begins. Okay, let's see here. So we've got all these camels and such. I wonder if we can actually load these onto the ships. We might be able to do that. I wonder if we can actually make some ships then. Fortress, barracks. If we click on the dock, I wonder if it'll let us do that. Military. Ships. Oh, wow. There's mega ships that we can build. Awesome. Very cool. I've never heard of some of these. Movement speed. You see damages versus different ship types. And cohorts. Supply trains. Wow, war elephants? Are you kidding me? I've never even seen that before. We could actually have war elephants. Sweet. Families. Lack of commanders and whatnot. Okay, we do need to start assigning some of those, so let's give another one of these guys command. He's a bit of a coward, but he is young, so perhaps he can overcome that. Okay. Shock action. Attachments not allowed. Well, let's go ahead and start moving people up the coast and try to pester our neighbor a little bit, see if we can do that. We'll prepare for it and have a little bit of fun before we start the war. Alright, so our troops, it seems like they'll stick to the road, perhaps. That's kind of cool. And let's get some of these troops ready for invasion just in case. The enemy will probably try to hit us back. If we go up their coast, they might try to land in our capital, so we'll try to move some of our troops north if we can. And they might try to invade us too, so let's see if I can select this military here versus the... Oh, these are actually mercenaries. Oh, interesting. So we'll have to pay them in order to get them to move, I would assume. Looks like we have a lot of mercenaries under our control, or at least that we can control if we pay off. Cool. Alright, well, our main army is going to move towards the east, and our navy will do the same. So let's go ahead and get them to meet up here at the... right here at the border. And let's go ahead and get things started. So how do we proceed forward? Game is now proceeding. Time is ticking, so there it goes. So you can see each day passing by. Looks like we have another force here. More mercenaries that we can hire. And or imports that we can do. Treasury, manpower, political influence, stability. God, there's so much to keep track of. It's awesome. Score, for example, legitimacy, stability. There's other decisions and such that we can make. I remember doing a lot of this stuff, and now it feels like a whole new game again because I haven't played in a long time. So it is kind of exciting to see all this stuff yet again, including our beautiful banner. Very cool. The Hellenistic major power of Egypt. Interesting. So I guess I'm not Pharaoh anymore, but, you know, whatever. Beautiful river there. An envoy from a city. Oh, good. Now we can make some decision. Having built the largest empire the world has ever seen, Alexander the Great died suddenly 10 years ago with no clear successor. Uh-oh, are we going to start seeing civil war within our country? Uh-oh. As one of Alexander's oldest friends, our ruler, Ptolemaeus, has secured the wealthiest province of the empire, Egypt, for himself. Expansion into Greece and Syria has, however, been thwarted as the former satrap of whatever the Egyptian fleet crushed in the recent battle of Salamis. Great opportunity if we can secure allies to oppose him. Ah, so this is who we're against, I see, on the right side. I think, anyway. And we were already going to kind of go for this dude. So long as we can team up with the Seleucid Empire, we might be able to start doing some damage. So where is he at? Libyan. Oh, cool. All right, so oh, that's a huge place. Okay, so we might start carving this one up. If they let me go up the coast, I could have some of this territory, and they could do the same and have some of that. And then we can set our eyes towards maybe more of Greece and such, which also is cut up into a lot of different positions. Oh my god, that music. I just want to, like, sit here and look at the map and just, like, you know, twiddle my beard or something like that and adjust my toga. Alright, well, if we walk in there, we're going to start a war, so we better prepare. Influence of the Legged family. The fate of the kingdom is that of the Legged family. Will always be intertwined. It is therefore a matter of great urgency that there are currently not enough persons of equality ready to shoulder the responsibility. Recognizing the plight of the loyal clients have offered to fill the place that cannot be filled by anyone with the rightful birth. Oh, how nice. Let's see. Neither of these are fit to speak in our name. How do I know more about these people? Oh, I see. Oh, the guy at the top has a lot of wealth. Well, let's go with Matthew. There we are. Okay, looks like we got a lot of envoys coming in, trade requests and whatnot. I must say this is a lot more complicated than games such as Total War, which I briefly dwelled in a little bit, but looks like there's a trade request with Armenia. Wow, a lot of people want to do business with us. Nice. Let's see if we can get an army going now at some of our cities. Perhaps, let's see here if we can raise an army. I forget exactly how. I kind of stumbled upon it last time. Wow, there's so much to do before we even begin our battle. New military structure. Seems Stenasnor has really taken into the job as a general. So he started researching, reworking the whole infrastructure. Alright, let's... Oh, 50% of the troops will become loyal. Okay. Now, let's see. The wealthier residents have sent a formal petition on behalf of the entire province complaining about the harsh ways of the governor. Send a representative to ensure rules are being followed. Oh, there's all sorts of different options and such. I don't know which ones are best, so I'm just trying to go by just a glance. That's all. Wow, there's so much to do. Okay, let's pause time and see if we can now do a little bit of army building. So if we... Oh, actually, we can import food and such if we need to. Let's go ahead and go for our military. And where are we going to buy some stuff here? We have none of these, so there should be a way to build barracks. So let's get to that. There was a way to do that in some of these cities. We should already have some in our capital cities and whatnot. There we are, build menu. So let's see if we can build things here. Marketplaces, tax offices, fortresses, training camps. That's a good idea. Let's build a training camp. Let's build a... let's see. Is there a stable or anything we can build? Forum, a library, court of law, aqueduct. Well, we'll start with the training camp. And we'll do the same over here at Alexandria as well. Oh, we can also build ships. It looks like we can recruit there, and we can recruit here, so let's do that. So recruiting cohorts is what we're looking to do. Look at this. I don't know anything, at least I'm starting to kind of figure it out. Oh, hell yeah, we need elephants. Hell yeah. You lack one of the following trade goods. Elephants. Well, I guess that makes sense. Can't have war elephants if you don't have elephants. Otherwise, you just got a guy kind of running around with a spear. Supply train. Okay, we'll buy some of these guys. We'll go with 3 of each of those. And we'll do the same at Alexandria. Just so we can secure the port from invasion, just in case. Our allies might attack, and then it'll spark a war over here for a week. Okay. Start building up a little bit. Now, let's start fortifying our border town, too, since we're awfully close to the enemy. Looks like we already have a fortress here, and they might, too. So let's go ahead and recruit some more troops. And let's also build some stuff here. Let's build another training camp. And let's prepare for a siege. So let's build a granary. And that should be good enough for starters. Okay, let's unpause. And let's see if we can bring some more ships over. Do we have all of them? Wow, that is a ton of ships. I guess we brought the whole Navy, because I don't see anything left at the port. So Alexandria is a good port town. We also have one over here. Let's see if we can build some more ships here. Wow, 120 days to build each of those. Yeah, we should probably start building up. We know we're going to see losses at some point. Let's build some more ships. We might be able to have control of the seas so long as we continue pushing ships up this way. And what are these territories here? Sidon, Byblos. Oh, these are like city-states, maybe. Let's see if we can actually take a look at them. Wow, yeah, they're just basically one city with one fortress guarding it. I wonder if we could get them as allies against their neighbor. Try to get them a little bit of territory, and then while they're attacking, boom, walk right in behind them. Alright, looks like we can recruit some of these guys. Oh, actually, are these the troops? Oh, yes, perfect. The troops we recruited. Alright, let's get everyone pushing towards the east. And we'll see if we can launch an invasion. I'll probably mess it up and whatnot, but, I mean, I can always load. And that's what's nice about these games is try again. It's all part of the learning process. So it's not to be intimidating. I mean, imagine playing this game one time and failing and then being like, well, can't ever play it again now because I failed. That only happens in real war, most of the time anyway. Alright, our troops are ready to roll to the east. I'm a little nervous about being attacked from elsewhere. I don't know if the guys up here, for example, will try to recruit some of these forces to push to the north, but it looks like there is a force between us, or some sort of an island here. Like they're kind of like their own nation. That's what I mean by an island. Nobody can pass around them, so that's kind of neat. Let's see. Somebody has fallen ill. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Oh, and more music. I just want to sit and listen to the music. Alright, we got ships being built. Beautiful. They know something's up. They're going to see all these ships coming towards them. And another ship being built too. What if we could get some troop transports and like land up here and cut them off and come down from the, like, you know, cut here and roadblock and then push north and south and pinch them between two armies here and then reinforce and push northwards. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, let's see. More trade routes. Athens, okay. Let's go ahead and keep on trading, building bonds with those in the north, but then eventually we'll destroy them. Let's see. Carthage loses 30 opinion. Alright, whatever. Okay, so we got more ships on the way. Excellent. Alright, well, we're clearly far away from actually launching any sort of successful attack or whatnot, but as we get our feet under us, we see a lot of beautiful territory and landmarks that are still here today, and a lot of areas that are historically familiar. Anybody who wants to trade with me, I guess I'm open to as I'm trying to build my military. It'll probably be a bad move in the long run, of course, but for now it's good to open things up and trade. Ooh, a failure for a harvest. Let's see. Local unrest. Let's ask for blessings, I suppose. With a failed harvest, though, we could import food. Let's get a supply train going. There we go. I believe those are new units and things that were added as well. That food is... units can carry their own food and then be able to process units by going back and forth and whatnot with supply trains. Alright, let's keep building those militaries. Keep pushing east. Granary has been built. Excellent. So that'll help to feed our armies as we push towards the east. And we've got great territories in the west, but mostly just ports and such. Of course, it might be wiser to conquer those around us, but... The call to arms. Do you want us to join us in a... This is a war they have started? Where are these territories? I don't know about these ones. Oh god, there's... It's like a thing upon a thing. Egypt loses $34. Alright, we'll go ahead and go with that. I'm going to decline the offer for war as I'm about to start my own. See if we can push past Judea. and Samaria, and just keep a war with these guys going. Trade route with the... Oh, yeah. These guys are our bros. The skeleton kids over here. Cool. I'll listen to that music. I feel like I just won. Oh, yeah. I just totally beat it, guys. And now the world is all Egyptian. Awesome. Yep, that's right. We beat it. Music is just too good not to be true. What's going on over here? Let's see. Apparently this is northern France. The island of northern France. That's right. Certainly not the Great Britain or Ireland or anything like that. Of course not. Cliffs of Dover. Ooh, see a little... Oh, here they are. City of Dorovnium. Renamed Dover. Thought these were the cliffs over here, but nope. They're seriously over there. Beautiful. Alright, guys, that is it for today's episode, as we've gotten our feet under us with a little bit of unit building and a preview of what's to come, as well as a look at the beautiful map. I just love doing this. I love zooming in and just seeing everything up close and listening to the music. So if you have any suggestions, tips, or tricks for me, go ahead and let me know down below in the comments section, and check out this game on Steam. We'll be back for 2 more episodes to continue to build our armies and eventually invade and then regret it all completely. Alright, guys, take care, have a great day, and I'll see you soon for more. Goodbye, everyone.